did I take it on? I have great respect for the work that Lori Falk has done on this. I have real concerns about the current standard as a result of the Conister case. You know, we're guaranteed as property owners, we're guaranteed the right to own property and have that property free from trespass. As American citizens, we're guaranteed access to public resources. And how do we balance those two? That's what this bill is really about. And with the work of Representative Falk, Zach, and all of you folks, Chris, and all of the people that have had input, from the landowners to the fishermen, and by the way, I am an avid fisherman. I have walked many, many streams in Utah. Former Senate President John Valentine and I, every year, we take our boys and we go up into the High Uinta Primitive area, and we're walking streams. Some of those streams are on private property as you go up into the Uintas, the Duchesne River, the Uinta River, Swift Creek, Yellowstone Creek. Many of you know a lot of those. Ashley Creek, know those tributaries, okay? We need to have access for the public, but we need to balance that against private property rights. You guys are great in supporting that balance. Let me turn the time over to Representative Falk. She's the one that has done all the heavy lifting. This bill needs to have her name on it. It will start in the Senate, but she's the hero. Please excuse me, I've got a bill I've got to present on the floor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful, thank you.
I do not have Senator Bramble's voice, so I will try to speak up. I don't have a loud voice. As I thought about what I wanted to say today, mostly what I wanted to say was thank you. I want to thank you for taking the time from your jobs and your fishing and your work and your families to come out here, because it's only by people speaking to us as legislators that we know what you think is important. So I thank you for taking the time to come here today. I thank you for being involved in drafting a good bill. You've selected a few people from your different organizations to come to our table and work with us, and you made excellent choices on those people, and those people have done a great job in representing the interests of all of you and coming up with a bill that I think meets all of the competing demands that we have for the bill. I want to thank you for being reasonable and for being willing to compromise. I know this bill doesn't have everything in it that some of you would like. I recognize that, and I appreciate the fact that you've been willing to compromise and be reasonable. That's what it takes when you come to the Capitol to work on a bill. I want to thank you for sticking with the terms that we agreed on. You know, even though some have left the table, you have continued, and your representatives continue to stick with those terms in this bill that we have agreed on. And I appreciate that, and I thank you for that. I want to thank you for recognizing that there is a balance between property rights and access to public water. And it has not been all one-sided. You've recognized that balance. I've never had any, I won't say never, I have rarely had any recreation people speak to me about that issue and not say they recognize that balance and they recognize the importance of private property rights in this country. I appreciate you engaging in the legislative process. I wanted to tell you all, I really appreciate the emails and the contact and the content. You have been told, I know, to be respectful. And most of you, all the ones that I have seen, have been respectful. And that makes a huge difference, because legislators will turn a deaf ear to anyone who is not willing to discuss policy with respect. This is just policy disagreements, not people. And I appreciate that you have related those issues and your opinions with respect. That is a significant, important thing for you to do. And finally, I appreciate that you're all working together to protect our water and protect our private property. I'm grateful to live in this country. I'm grateful to live in the great state of Utah. Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you.